Assalamu alaikum. So I have a lot of information, but I'm going to go ahead and stick to the main focal point of this video, which is the word khamar in Arabic is the same word used for alcoholic drinks, which is a reminder to not have from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like, it's a reminder from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to not have. But the word khamar also entails sugar. Okay, so I have been wondering all of my life over the intake of sugar, Coca-Cola, which has excessive amounts of sugar. The word khamar also means mixed drinks. So most of everything that we drink, even as a soft drink, contains water mixed with other things. If you look at the example of Coca-Cola, we can see that it's water mixed with sugar and a whole bunch of other stuff. But the main primary ingredient here is excessive amounts of sugar. Like, for example, the sugar levels in America in a Coca-Cola is 39 grams in comparison to Coca-Colas that are sold around in different parts of the world. Like when we went to Saudi, it was only 12 grams of sugar. But I want to come back to the main focal point. What does sugar do to your body? Okay, sugar, excessive sugar, actually goes ahead and makes you want to eat. So, just for example, the countries which have obesity, you'll see that it's an actual excessive, kind of excessive sugar intake, which leads to people wanting to eat more. It becomes a feeding frenzy, right? So the sugar leads you to more food, and more food does what? Okay, check this out. More food actually needs more oxygen, because the oxygen is what breaks down, or the cellular respiration process. The oxygen is what is doing the carrying over from cell to cell and breaking it down in order to turn it into energy. So, it's the study of cellular respiration. So if you can avoid, including me, the sugar, guess what's gonna happen? If you avoid the sugar, you'll have what? You don't have to eat more. Okay, not only do you have to not eat as much or have that crazy excessive feeding frenzy after the excessive amounts of sugar, you don't have to have that much consumption of energy. I mean, the consumption, of oxygen, and the consumption of oxygen leading to lesser energy. Okay, so look, watch, or listen, rather. Sugar leads you to more excessive food frenzy. Food frenzy would lead you to more of having to break the food down, which requires oxygen, and oxygen, what's it called, breaking it down, takes away your or has to build your energy. So in all, what's going on with your body? Sorry, I might be like all over the place because I have to actually write it all out in order for me to explain it much easier. If I can, it would just be kind of like a sugar, next to it an arrow leading to food. Next to that is an arrow leading to oxygen. Next to that in an arrow is energy. Okay. So now sugar leads also to the excessive sugar, obviously, even in sugar in general, leads to the intake of more food, which is immediately an obesity rate problem, and more oxygen required can lead you to things like smoking, and more smoking, what's it called, less less how do I say this, you have less energy being taken away again, because you're going to need that energy to break down, or that all that breathing. I mean, it's like a cycle of having to break down your food. So now you are, that's the look, one thing after another, thing after another, thing after another. So cut off the Khamr. What's it called? Let's cut off the Khamr. Let's easy on the Khamr at all, like at all. Drink water, folks. I've just decreed it upon myself to this sugar gotta just go away. And that's where, every single one of us, sugar gotta go away. Sugar is like, whoa, I just read the article, and it just was inspired into my mind for something that I needed there. Because the less energy you have, the less you're able to go ahead and get things done too. Plus, please, we are living in the days of where the day of the Lord is right around the corner. We don't say when it is, but we just say that the day of the Lord is near. Yom al-Qiyamah is near. And I've never felt it to be as close as it was with all the signs. A lot of the people don't understand that this is just, these are the facts. And I just wanted to share my scientific physical biology / whatever articles that I come across that avoid the sugar. You can avoid the excessive food intake. You can avoid the excessive desire to, obviously the need and the desire to breathe. I'm saying desire, but the need to breathe, because a lot of the breathing that we do today is coming out of our desires rather than actually just breathing to be able to walk. Most of us don't walk, most of us drive. When you're walking, when you're running, when you're what else? When you're drinking water, that's where your pure oxygen is really coming from, instead of a mixed drink which has the water and the sugar. So what benefit is it really to us? It's just so much that just a lot going on. Just try to avoid that sugar. Alright guys, take care. Assalamu alaikum.